Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing great. In today's lecture, we'll be learning how to write a shell script which accepts a command line arguments and installs many software. So, the prerequisite for this course will be how to handle for loop, how to handle command line arguments, and what is exit status in any script. So, the first thing is what is for loop. So in previous lectures also we have seen for loop, but just I am revising those concepts. So for any variable name in and the list of items or list of elements, do as many commands you want to write the commands and then done. This is too simple concept of for loop in shell scripting. So what it will be for variable name in and the list of items, do then all the commands and then done. That's it in for loop. Now, the next very important concept is exit status in shell scripting. So, every Linux or Unix command executed by the shell script or user has an exit status, and this exit status is an integer number. For a bash shell purposes, a command with exit status of 0 means the last command has been succeeded successfully. In non-zero exit status, 12255 exit status indicates there is some failure in your command. If a command is not found, the child process created to execute it returns a status of 127. If a command is found but not executable, the return status is 126. All the bash built-in return exit status of 0 if they succeed and a non-zero status if it is failure. So now let us try the exit status. So I am writing a simple command, that is date command. So what we got, date command has given us the output, and we can see here the date command output is here. Now how to check the exit status? To check the exit status, there is very simple way, that is $? This stores the value of exit status of previous command. So what you can do, echo $? Echo is just as a print, so it will print the exit status of previous command. So let us see, it is 0. This means the previous command has executed successfully. Now you suppose instead of date you have written DATEE. You got some error like command not found. Now check the exit status of this one. So what you see, the exit status is 127. So every bash commands or every Linux or Unix commands which are executed, they returns the exit code, and this exit code can be stored in this $? Variable, or you can say this $? Stores the exit status of each and every command executed, and only the previous command execution status is stored in this $? Now if the exit status is 0, we understood the command has succeeded. Apart from 0, if exit status is anything else between 1 to 255, that means the command has not executed successfully. Now the next concept is what are command line arguments. So command line arguments are parameters that are passed to a script while executing them in bash shell. They are also known as positional parameters in Linux. We use command line arguments to denote the position in memory where the command and its associated parameter are stored. Understanding the command line arguments is essential for everyone who is exactly learning the shell scripting. So let us learn the command line concepts, and then each and everything we'll be implementing in a simple shell script. So I have written a script already here. Let us learn each line and then let us execute the scripts accordingly. So I am using this two hash line. One is author is DEVOPS-TECHSTACK I have written, and if you are writing hash, that means it's commented. Second hash, again I am writing installing multiple packages as part of our scripts. Apart from that, here you are seeing one code, dollar and hash symbol. What is meaning of it? Let us first understand. So, in command line arguments, you have multiple positional parameters. Positional parameters starts from $0 till $n. Now, what is meaning of each and everything here? So, $1 to n, positional argument indicating from 1 to n. If the argument is like 10, 11 onwards, it has to be indicated as $10, $11. $0 is, this is not taken into argument list, and this indicates the name of shell program. Like whatever the shell scripts we are writing, if you are putting $0, what it will do? It will print the name of a script itself. So $0 is the name of a script itself. Let us do the demo for this one, and then we'll understand the another script. So vi argument demo, any name, demo.sh. So first line will be always cbang line. So /bin /bash, and then what you are trying to do, echo $0. And what you want to do, this is my shell script name, colon $0, and just we are closing it. Now then you can do echo, this is first argument passed to my script, and what is the value of the first arguments? $1. Similar way you can do $2, $3, $4, as many you want to do. So the second will be $2, third will be $3, and here instead of first it will be third arguments. So you can write third, and this will be second. Now let us run the script and see how exactly the command line arguments are working. chmod +x to change the permissions. So argument demo.sh. Now I am doing /argument demo.sh. Since we have passed $1, $2, $3 and $0 also. So let us see what output for each of the arguments passed here. The first thing is I am typing age, name, country. Maybe 3 different positional parameters or arguments we are passing here. Now let us run. So see, the first is, this is my shell script name, and what you are getting, the actual script name you are getting here. The first argument passed, what is the first argument here? Age. So you are getting the age. This is second argument passed to my script. So what is the second argument? Name. Then this is the third argument passed to my script, and that is country. So this means whatever the arguments you are passing to your script, if it is $0 means its actual name of your script itself. $1 is the first argument, $2 is second, $3 is third. As many arguments you are passing, those many arguments you can pass. Now one more concept let us understand here. So what is the another concept which I want to explain? Like for some of the scripts, it's your mandatory requirement to pass number of arguments while you are executing it. So suppose if some user who is not passing the number of arguments into that script, then it should show some error message and a script should not execute, or a script should not exit abruptly. So this is the concept here. Total number of arguments, $hash. This means this is total number of arguments. So if you want to count, if, then what is the value? $hash. So $hash equal to 0. Then what you want to do? You want to print a message that echo, please pass at least one argument. Okay, and then fee. So if, then this else if you want to type, but I don't want to do. So, or you can do else echo or arguments passed is, and you can print the count $has. Okay, and now let us save the script and let us run it. So /argument demo.sh. So what you are seeing, please pass at least one argument here. Here you are seeing, please pass at least one argument. Why this message came for us? Because we have written if $ is equal to 0, then you should get a message. Just comment these echo. These echoes are confusing. So let us comment everything. And now let us see. So ./demo. So it's telling please pass at least one argument. Now suppose I am passing age and name. Let us see now. So you can see the number of arguments which we are passing to a script is 2. If you are passing maybe 3 arguments or 4, fix, country, or state, so it is counting each arguments which you are passing to your script. So I hope now you understood what is meaning of $has and how to take arguments using $0, $1, $2, $3. $0 is always the name of your script itself. Now apart from that, you have one parameter that is $@. What is this $@? Value of argument that are passed in the program. This will be much helpful if we are not sure about the number of arguments that got passed. So suppose if you want to use a for loop, now you don't know how many arguments you are going to pass. Like I want to install 20 software or 10 software or 5 software at a time. So if I don't know, in for loop we can pass $@. What exactly it will do? It will make sure that as many arguments you are passing, those arguments are used by for loop for doing or processing your task. So let us now start with our actual program. So now let us read line by line. So now in the beginning only we are telling if $has means number of arguments is equal to 0, means user is not passing any arguments to your script, then it is going to print a message like uses please provide software names as command line arguments. So you have to pass the command line arguments. This message will be printed in front of you if you are not passing the software name while running this program. Then this is very important. Understand, we are telling exit 1. If you are telling here exit 0, this means even user is not passing the same number of arguments, the command will execute successfully. But I am telling if the user is not passing the number of arguments, then exit abruptly. Exit 1 means this command is not successful or this script is not executed successfully. So once the number of arguments is validated, next validation what I am doing, $ and this small bracket. I explained you in previous classes also, like if something is written in $ and then a small bracket, that means the actual command output you are going to store there. So what we are telling, id -u or id -u. What is this id -u? First run the command id -u. So this is giving the ID of the user which you are logged in. So currently I am logged in by which user? If you see, I am logged in as a root user whose ID is always 0 in the system. Suppose you exit this user and then you run the ID command. So you see the EC2 user ID is 1000. So what I am telling in my script, like if you are not logged in as the root user is not equal to 0, means if you are not having the ID 0, then it will print a message that please run from root user or with sudo privilege. So it will print a message and then it will exit the script there or exit from there itself. So whenever you are installing any software in organizations or in any Linux boxes, you need to make sure that you are using sudo command in beginning of that, or you are installing it with the root user, because root user is only the user which has the permissions or highest privileges to install these softwares. So now I hope this is clear, like why exactly we are using id-u to get the ID of the user which I am logged in. And if it is not 0, that means I am not logged in as the root user, so a script will not run, it will stop there itself. Now let us go next lines of the code. So for loop syntax I told, for, then your variable name, any name you can put here. I just put the variable name as softwares in $@. $@ means as a argument, whatever, as many arguments you are passing, those are coming here. Like right now, suppose you want to install 4 softwares, it will come like software name 1, software name 2, software name 3, software name 4. So if you don't know how many arguments you are going to pass to a script, you can use this $@ symbol in for loop. Now do, and what we are doing here, if which $softwares means if, I'll show you what is exactly this which keyword is doing here. So if you type which and suppose git, if git is installed, it is giving us which git. Suppose if you are typing which Jenkins, it's not installed, so no Jenkins, nothing, you are not getting. So what I am doing in the script, I am telling if which and your software name, means if the software is existing, just redirect the software, this command output to devnull. Devnull is like a black hole. You are just redirecting, you are not printing anything, but just redirecting it to the devnull, and then you are printing a message already whatever the software name you have given is installed. Else, in the else block, what we are doing, we are printing a message like installing and then $software name. Yum install $softwares -y is yes, and whatever the yum command, when you are running the yum command, many messages will be printed. All the messages we are redirecting to devnull. Now what we are doing next, if $? is equal to 0, means if exit status of this yum command is 0, this means echo message is successfully installed your software packages. Else, unable to install the software, closing this if loop, here fee, and then closing this if, here fee, and then it's closing your for loop, here done. So I hope you guys understood it. Now let us try this in our systems and let us see how it does. So what we are doing, /install software.sh. Right now I am not giving any arguments. Let us see our program is running or not. So it's giving us a message, uses please provide software names as command line arguments, because we have not passed. Now let us see the exit status, echo $? So exit status is 1 because we have specified this. Where we have specified, let us see. Here, go up, let us go up and see. Here we have written exit status is 1. That's why it has exited and it has not proceeded further. Now, next thing is, right now if you see, our ID is root user. But what I want to do, I don't want to run it using the root user, and let us see if our condition is working or not. So /install software, and I am giving one software name this time, git. So it's giving us a clear message, please run from root user or with sudo privilege. So I hope now this is also clear. Next, check the exit status, so echo $? So we have given exit status 2 there, so that's why it is printing message 2. Now let us connect to root user and then run our scripts. So in our system I have installed git already, so just remove yum remove git -y. Similar way, yum remove, if we have installed docker, yum remove docker -y. Similar way, I have installed yum install, instead of install httpd, I am removing yum remove httpd -y. So whatever the softwares I have installed is already removed from our system. Now let us run our script. So what we can do, /install software.sh. First software is Git, second software httpd, third software Docker. Similar way, as many you want to give, everything you can give, and for loop will be getting those as a argument, as a for loop lists or variables. So now already Git is installed, first message you got. Then it is installing httpd and you got the message successfully installed http package, and then it's installing now Docker, and it has given the message that Docker is successfully installed. So I hope you guys are now clear how to pass number of arguments to our script, how to put the check conditions, how to use exit status in our shell scripts. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much guys for giving your valuable time.